awesome sauce. Hello, everybody. This is Awesome Sauce Radio. I am your host, Lon Adam Wonders, the comic pimp. I hope you're having a blessed, amazing Friday evening. And I am just kicking back. Welcome to the Awesome Sauce stage. Someone who has not been here in the longest time. But he's another Puerto Rican sex god. You know, he's the CEO of Comic Crusaders. The one, the only, the real Al Mega.
Hey yo, I'm here. I'm gonna be invisible right now because everybody needs to see your big head today. And so you could talk about the madness you're gonna talk about. But thank you for having me. I'm here. You talk your shit, Adam. We gotta make it happen. Hope you've been well, and a shout out to the Sauce family out there, the Saucers.
Yeah, everyone's doing well. Just been enjoying a week of peace and quiet. My whole family's on vacation in Disney World. I decided to
Don't
hop.
forget to mop the floor before they get back.
I'm up to four twice because my cat's a fucking slob. You know, knocked its munchy crunchies all over the place the other night.
Oh shit, bro.
Now, can cats get depressed?
Yeah.
I've seen my cat is like lying by the stairs right now, looking at the door like the saddest cat in the world.
Of course, it's waiting for its parent because it doesn't like your ass.
Nah, give it another hour and then he'll come cuddle with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, as soon as
See,
he
but
realizes,
you're the cat's last choice if it's doing that. That's kind
yeah,
of
he
messed
did
up.
right. He looks at me
That
like,
cat said, "I have no damn choice." All right, Adam.
yeah, he's
Fuck.
just like, wait a minute, they left me with the blind fat fucking idiot. Yeah, that's good.
That cat's looking at the door like,
And then
"Get
the
me the
cat's
fuck
like,
out of here."
yeah, my cat is just like, well, he feeds me well though.
Yeah, sure. This cat's like, he put beer instead of water in my fucking bowl.
I do that.
Oh shit.
That brings back memories of getting one of my friends, dogs drunk back in high school.
I don't promote animal cruelty. I don't know if Adam does that. That's messed up, bro. That's
I
messed
was
up,
back in
bro.
high school. It was the early '90s, man.
Bro,
Everyone was cray cray.
that's not nice, bro. All
Uh,
right.
let's see. I'd like to start off, but hey, I want to give a shout out to DeMarco's Pizza. DeMarco's Pizza is an amazing pizzeria in West Milford, New Jersey. They're located at 1926 Union Valley Road, Hewitt, New Jersey 07421 973 728 1344. They have amazing food. They're the only place I know in the entire town of West Milford, Hewitt, depending on what part of the mountain you're on, that actually has outdoor dining. And they're just an amazing place. So I just want to give Lou and everyone a great shout out for always taking care of me and for, being the official pizzeria of the show from time to time.
And they have to check out the website, themarcospizza.com.
Yes. Just such a great. I love. I never thought. I need to go back until the 17, 18-year-old Adam. It's like, all the money you're spending here right now. One day in the future, it's going to be repaid 100-fold, man.
Well, hopefully they give you a partnership.
They're just great people. I'm glad I got to become friends with them, and it's nice to have someone that I've known my entire life like that. Actually believe in what I'm doing with this.
Excellent. But stay away from eating 10 slices every day, bro.
Well, that's fucking crazy. No. I'm a man in my 50s, bro. I can't do that.
Yeah, like 10 slices a day and shit.
I do not, yo.
I mean, they look good when I seen the videos of put them slices do look slamming.
Yeah, like I said, I also, and I got a rant about something.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh my God. Is it that time?
Oh, it's that time, bro. I mean, I don't know. Has everyone in the comic book industry lost their fucking mind lately? I mean, Spider-Man 1000, and it is a Marvel book, and Mickey Mouse does not know how to run his fucking company right. So John Romita, and I forget the other artist's name, they put up cover A. And then because it looked like a 12-year-old, dyslexic, autistic child drew the thing. I mean, I love JR. He's a peach. He's a sweetheart. I can't wait to see him at the SuperCon in Townsboro, New Jersey on August 29th. But everyone bitched, everyone moaned, everyone complained. This cover is awful! Oh my god! It's all Marvel, being Marvel. Hold it. They canceled it. Only for them to bring it back, cancel it again, and now it looks as if it's going to be a variant. There's like a zillion variants to Spider-Man 1000. And I can guarantee the story's going to fucking blow. I can guarantee... what's the last time Spider-Man's been great? Especially the Amazing Spider-Man. It's been one shit run after a fucking number, but a cover by JR. And if you're gonna have, anything on Spider-Man 1000, it should be a Romita. Alright, Ditko's great. He did the first 38 issues and all that. But at the end of the day, Ditko was a quitter, bro. John Romita Sr., Jr.'s dad, by the way. Everything and anything we know about motherfucking Spider-Man is all John Romita Sr. And John Romita Jr., granted his greatest run on the book is the JSM era in the early 2000s. But if you go back to the early 80s, like John Romita Jr.'s first major Spider-Man run starts with Amazing Spidey 208. He does have an issue back in the Silver Age where he's uncredited because he did something with his dad, which is kind of cool. I don't remember the issue number. I'm not even going to try to think about it because I'm a jackass. Yeah. I think it's Spidey 83 is John Romita Jr.'s first ever published artwork. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me, because I haven't said shit, yo. But between this controversy and, everyone losing their mind because, John Byrne took his little fan fiction and went home and put it on his own website. Now it's being published as a book. And Ever Antros opened up both her mouth and her vagina. Maybe. I don't want her coming after me. I actually like Ever a lot.
Allegedly.
No. She was really good to me when she was editing Daredevil.
Okay.
We met at a convention, and she actually wanted to ask me a bunch of questions about being blind, which is really cool. I got to be a blind consultant for an hour with her.
Okay.
And she didn't have to do that. So she's always been like nice and sweet to me whenever I've seen her in person. But I never worked for her, so I can't really vouch for her on a professional level. It's like I never had her edit one of my books. And everyone should take into account she works through one of the worst indie publishers in history right now. The fact that IDW hasn't filed for bankruptcy yet, it's a miracle to me. Like, what the fuck does IDW even have? TMNT and Star Trek, and that's what's keeping you afloat. My Little Ponies.
You love My Little Pony, though, you told me. You're a brony, aren't you?
No,
aren't you a brony?
My Little Ponies. It's all about Pinkie Pie, son. It's all about the Pinkie Pie, yo. But
I do want to mention that she wants to call out Elsewhere, as if it's something new. Again, as you mentioned, it's something that existed on his website for quite some time, that even Steve Sellers reviewed it when it was still just on the website. And so she says, particularly during the month and this, that, the other. but she will not call out any of his releases through the Star Trek reprints that IDW was doing. That's also based, it's his work. So does she just call out based on the publisher or something? Like, what's going on here?
Yeah, like I said, I saw it. And you know, like I said, even when we were hanging out before the show started, I love John Byrne as an artist. I'm not a fan of him. I've met him a couple of times. He kicked me off his message board back in 2004.
Because he
Because
always talking about porn, bro.
what's that?
You were probably making up stories about
No,
Storm
no,
and
no.
one of the
This
X
is
Men having sex.
this
Come
was
on,
even
bro.
right before my Howard Stern show, so it was right before I discovered porn on a professional level.
He said on the professional level.
Yeah,
Sicko.
this is
This
before
fucking guy.
I discovered porn on a professional level. I plead the fifth and anything else during that time period. But he said some whack shit about Christopher Reeves. He said some whack shit about Jessica Alba at the time. So he had a message board back when message boards were the thing. Pre social media, pre MySpace even. Back when you had to use that fucking message boards or message boards on people's websites. So I wrote what I thought. I may have went a little cray cray. I may have called him a geriatric old fuck. I don't remember. It was 2004. But I still think he's a douchebag. Yeah. But I might have to check out his X-Men fanfiction stuff now because it intrigues me. I mean, is it what would have happened if he didn't quit the book or
Exactly. He continues his story the way that he wanted to tell it.
So I'm just gonna assume where Jean Grey wasn't where he wasn't, him and Chris weren't forced to kill Jean Grey.
Yeah, you'll see. I mean, you can see it now. The site is still up, and if you check out the article I did about the Hella Antos, I did add a link in there that'll lead you to his website, the robotics website, where you can see the pages and read.
All right, cool. I'll definitely check that out because I read the article you wrote, which, by the way, you're doing killer. You're killing it on your articles lately.
Thank you. It's just I finally have time. I've just sit down and write. I told you before, when I was in high school, I always had my teachers tell me I need to be a journalist, because the way I write, this, that, the other. I always liked to write. My ex-wife even knew that. So, but now that I'm single and have nothing but time on my hands, but yeah, I have time to sit down. I basically do these things on the weekend, since I have nothing to do, and so I just polish them up during the course of the week and try to get them out in a timely fashion.
I mean,
That's why I'm usually late, but I'm late to the news, but I try to do the best I can.
Yeah, no, the one I liked is the one that you were talking about. Inflated indie books.
Oh yeah, man, because it's murder, my friend. It's true, is it not? I mean, the casual reader is getting priced out by speculators.
I'll give Dork #1 the benefit of it just catching everyone off guard at first.
Yeah.
But by the time #1 went to its second print, it wasn't even like a day yet when they announced the third print.
Yep.
And second prints at that point were going through 20 plus. I think one is up to its fifth or sixth printing now.
Jesus Christ.
And I gotta be honest, it's a great book. I think it will be honest. The way I handle indies and stories like singles versus trades, I'll wait for trades all the time.
Yeah.
I get what the point you're trying to make, that hey, if you're a casual guy who wants to try something that's not the big two.
Yep.
Some of these indie series, And a great example is Cocaine Hippo Hustler. It's a, hey, buddy, I'm doing a podcast right now, dude. I know. Alex, meet Alex. Now put your, what did I tell you about putting your ass in here, little cat?
Want you to smell its ass. It's your friend.
No, no.
You have to smell it.
Nope. You'll get treats when I'm done, okay, buddy? All right, now that the my mascot for the week is in for his second appearance on the show.
He's gonna jump you, don't you worry.
Yeah, he's just lonely. He misses mommy and daddy. But getting back to my point, it's just like Cocaine Hippo Hustler. I like no one in my area ordered enough, so I just eventually said, "Fuck it." I was like, I just spent the $15 because I saw it on a show. Fell in love with the book.
Yeah.
Totally on board. It's really super funny.
Okay.
White Sky. White Sky, I think was boring as hell.
But how much you spent on that one book?
Spent like 15.
You see that? That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. It's like comic books are not for kids. I see that little message everyone that they're putting out there. Comics are for everyone. Not really. I think anyone that has a job, maybe, because kids can't buy comic books. They don't want to buy comic books right now. They're into manga. We spoke about that shit. Taking up more shelf space everywhere.
Manga is kicking everybody's ass.
That's what Absolute is doing so well.
The greatest heel in professional wrestling right now, Mr. Logan Paul.
Oh, fuck him, bro.
He's great as a heel wrestler, though.
I can't wait till he accepts your challenge. Of the fight.
I'm charging Logan Paul, man.
Why not? Everything he does is scripted anyway. He's phony.
No arguments there. But at least he's honest about being a phony.
You know what? What we do, we throw Danny in there. Daniel Black. He want to fight Logan Paul.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. How is the #1 power bottom?
He's still wondering what that is. So I told him you were going to explain to him soon.
I'm gonna be honest, and I was trying to hope that you'd be doing a P3 Sunday or Monday. I have no clue what it is either. It was just something I made up on the spot.
Well, then I'm gonna have to tell him. I think we're gonna do it Sunday, and I'm gonna tell him to be ready with his questions for you.
Yeah, because tomorrow I'm gonna be at Garden State Comic Fest, and then Sunday I just gotta clean the house and make sure the house looks presentable for when my parents get back.
And bro, how the hell we get mad earthquakes in one day on Earth?
That is insane, dude.
Right? Isn't that crazy? All from one side of the Pacific to the other. Think about that.
So how far did it actually go? I know we got 2 of them.
I'm looking at the map, and so it says it hit Japan, it hit the Philippines, it hit New Guinea, it hit Cali, and it hit Venezuela.
Oh wow!
So the first ones I mentioned are all Pacific Ocean, and kind of link up, and then Venezuela is on the Atlantic side, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it actually crosses that. But for scientists to say, "Oh, nah, they're not related," fuck you. They're definitely related.
Oh heck yeah!
What you mean? It doesn't take a scientist to know for sure. Okay, this is what happens, and come on now. Are you crazy? And it's bro, I cannot imagine. I mean, God bless. I hope it was people who are, those that are survived okay. And
yeah, definitely anyone
sorry for everyone
by
that lost their
situation
life.
in my thoughts and prayers. It's just I don't know the world is.
Oh shit!
What's that, sir?
Chuck Dixon even, commenting on my other Anto's
Who?
post. Chuck Dixon,
Ah,
interesting. He says, I like to think I played a small part in this.
is he even still in the industry at this point, or
Yes, he does. I believe he does stuff for Rippleverse, actually. I think he has a Rippleverse book out there.
okay?
Do you have you checked out anything of the Rippleverse stuff?
Yes, I have.
Uh, well, what do you
It's
think? Do you enjoy it? Is it cool? I mean, what do you think?
it's decent. It's just not my cup of tea.
Like, why? I mean, what is it? Superhero-y? Is it wow? What is it?
It's a little like I don't know. It's a little too superhero for me, I guess. Maybe a little too
Okay.
wholesome for me.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
It's just really not my cup of tea.
So
Lately,
if you were compare it, would you say it's like a 50 style DC or like a combination like a late 50s friendly with a little 80s mix
yeah,
in it?
I see. Like this, this was. If I had to compare it to anything, I would compare it to like Atomic Age 1950s DC with a little bit of maybe like Atlas type stuff run in there.
Okay.
Just not
Okay.
really my cup of tea. I don't even like the that Atomic Age stuff to begin with.
Yeah.
Like I was trying. Comic books from the 1950s here were really super hit or miss for me.
Oh
And
yeah,
that
they
style is
definitely are.
very hit or miss for me. It's either I'll like something a ton, or
Yeah.
it's just like, what did I just read?
I think he has teams. I want to definitely check out more of the books. I haven't had the opportunity, but now that he's with a major distributor, it'll be available, in major bookstores finally. So, hopefully be able to grab a book there off the shelf, and read and check it out. I definitely would love to pick his mind because he is a smart entrepreneur. He's built a brand, he's gotten his deals despite all the hoopla. So,
Oh yeah,
people need to
and
stop
like I
talking.
said,
There should be no hate on that man. I mean, get into his brain. That's a smart dude right there. I would love to know what how he did this and accomplished it. It's pretty cool.
all right, this is something. One of the reasons I wanted to do a show, for old time's sake, do a show with you. Uh, Lately, to you in the industry of comic books and popular culture, does it seem like there's more drama than ever before, or is it my fucking imagination?
No, because look, no, not a drama. Look at the dude that came out, right? That was the curator for the Museum of Comics over there. What came out that he had a camera in his bathroom for a party, and he was taking pictures of people's privates and shit. The dude was bugging out, bro. So, that starts drama and it's people just being dramatic over everything anyway. I think
Yeah,
mostly more in the indie space, sadly, I see this and I hate to see that because, the indie space, I think you guys need to come much more together, be collaborative, you know what I mean? Help each other's work out there, and put it out there. Being combative and trying to diminish other people's work that's bullshit. That time you're wasting on the keyboard, diminishing other people's work is time that you could have been placing into your own work. It's just a lot of drama. I see it, Adam.
yeah. It's
You
just
say that shit with a smile. It's just everywhere, and I'm like, why is everybody fucking so angry?
I saw that. Just like the only thing I've heard about the Supergirl movie so far, for example,
Oh, yeah,
which I haven't seen it yet, and I'm not gonna criticize or try to review a movie I haven't watched yet. Hopefully, I'll get to see it tomorrow night with my older brother. Cause we were gonna do it yesterday, but he wasn't feeling well. So I told him just to stay home.
yeah.
But I seen nothing but hate towards the actress. I seen
Because
that
of,
the movie was
because of
trashed.
words, because she did what the other like the Disney girl did. Talking, saying things that again was like stop being so fucking political when you're promoting your movie because you're gonna affect half your audience right now. But
And
but but even with that.
you know what the weird thing about that is?
Mhm.
You don't know which side you're going to affect.
Exactly. what's exactly? It might be the big side because it is what it is.
Like I
But
said, like you remember a couple months ago, or maybe a year ago now, when we were talking about the government shutdown.
yeah,
I, I, I actually that's the first time I ever got comments to the point of, "Don't ever talk about politics again. Who the fuck are you?" And I'm just like, I don't think I was like thinking back, like, I don't think I said anything all that political, jackass.
everybody just gets offended over anything. I had a message once too, which is funny. Accusing me of being MAGA. I'm like, huh? MAGA? Like, yo, fuck you
You're the
and your
last
fucking
person I would
politics,
accuse
bro.
of being manga, man.
Yeah, I went, huh? You dumb motherfucker. You better shut the fuck up. Like, why? Because I don't know what they want from me. Listen, I'm my own person. Like your own person. Let's just respect one another. I don't think that's too fucking hard to do. Is it, Adam?
Me,
Is it?
I don't have enough time to pay attention to politics. Half the time, I I took my therapist's advice and I stopped watching the news. Maybe
Yeah,
an
you have
hour a
to.
day at that when I'm getting dressed. And before you get to what I want, which is the traffic and the weather, I have to go through bombings, war, rape, murder, muggings, beatings, slashings, people who act like morons on the subway. Welcome to New
Prices
York.
going up.
And then
What?
eventually,
Trains going up again.
yep, the price of food is the sky high. Blah blah blah. And then eventually, I'll get the weather and the traffic, and then shut the fucking news off.
Well, I listen. I don't watch the news here where I live, but when I go to New York, and visit the folks, that's the first thing they love to do in the morning. I swear to God, I'm there in the morning and I feel my blood pressure just rising. Everything is like the most dumbest shit I could ever hear. I'm like, oh my God,
It's
like
gonna be our
I
parents'
can't.
generation who were raised on the news. Because my dad does the same thing. As soon as I hear the OK Google go off in the kitchen, I'm like, okay, let me pretend to be asleep for another 10 minutes, so he doesn't want to, want to talk to me when I'm still waking up. Because ever since my dad retired, whenever he sees me, I'm like father therapist to him now. And he's always got these crazy things. He's like, what's wrong with the fucking world today now?
So,
This was a Buddy's on vacation this week because he would have. That's when he would have came to me with the earthquakes the other day.
oh, what?
2 earthquakes. The world's ending.
It is,
And I don't
Adam.
know. My dad. He's not.
No,
Is your dad retired?
yeah,
All right. Yeah, let me ask you. Just like I have some stability for my mental health. Did it take him a while to adjust?
yep, it still does.
All
And he's
right.
been retired for years.
Okay.
They're
It's only
used
been a
to
couple
shit.
months for
They
my
gotta
dad.
stay active. They gotta do something. And my father's still trying to pimp. He acting like he's like a young man. What's wrong with him? He's in his 80s and he's still pimping.
Awesome sauce.
Man, ain't awesome sauce. He's being mean to my mother, bro.
Ooh, all right. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have you beat him up, bro.
I can't beat up an 80-year-old now.
You done it before.
That's because that guy was really old and didn't want to give me back my $5 change.
See, folks, the admission of violence of Brian Adam. It's just amazing the
The
levels
only
of
80 year
violence they
old,
would
wait, I
stoop
take
to.
that back. The only 80-year-old I was ever mean to was the guy who helped me shop and ShopRite because, for some reason, management thought it was cool to give the blind person the deaf guy to help him shop. So every
Really.
time I asked him to help me find something, I had like, eventually I just started yelling at him at the top of my lungs because that's what he asked me to do. He's like, "Can you yell and speak up?"
Oh shit! You should have just slapped him in his ear and he would have
Like,
heard better.
he is a really good guy, and the fact that he stole. I'm more upset than at the world that someone who's in their mid 80s still actually has to go to a job like that.
But they do that because if they don't do something, they may go sooner.
Oh, exactly.
They have to
Which
stay.
is a
I
good
know
amount
it
of
sucks
marketing
to
about.
see, but it's a good thing for them. It's healthy.
Yeah, hopefully when my dad gets back from oh boy, your parents gave me all their credit cards, and they bought millions upon millions of dollars of souvenirs of my park at them. Oh boy, and I bet
Did
your
you
nieces
make
and
them?
nephews rode Space Mountain. Uh-huh.
Did you make them go to a comic book store for you over there?
Nope. But they are bringing me. But my mom said that she's got me the Star Wars souvenirs I wanted from Galaxy's Edge.
Oh shit! Look at you, good fun guy. Look
Yeah.
at he had like a little kid. My mommy bringing me my toys. My
No, that
toys.
that, that was the fee for babysitting the cat all week.
Oh shit! There you go. Look at you, bro. You gotta
No,
say,
because
mommy,
she was just like,
I don't need money. I need toys.
no, we had a number agreement, but she's just like, she goes, would you like me to bring you back any souvenirs? And I was just like, let me think about that for a minute, because I want to do something cheap where I don't want to take advantage of her kindness, but she's never asked me that. And all the 4 or 5 years that I've been the one staying home to watch the cats every summer, when they go to like Disney or Hershey or something
And
somewhere.
bingo and stuff. Yeah, man. Oh,
So she got me my Star Wars popcorn bucket.
oh, excellent, excellent.
Yeah,
I remember being online for a popcorn bucket at San Diego with my friend Clep.
that was clip.
He's doing fantastic. Go check out Critics with an X. Actually, CX Weekly. It's a weekly show, not a podcast, where he breaks down the week in entertainment. Really cool. Like think like those entertainment shows. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like that style. It's fantastic, man. Really well done.
Like I said, I haven't checked it out in a while. I occasionally see Izzy on Cover Price every now and then hosting, like, helping them host their stuff.
Yeah, shout out to Izzy doing his thing out there as well, and on the
Yeah,
channel
unfortunately,
and doing charity stuff. Good dude. Go check out his channel, Izzy vs NYC for sure.
yeah, he's awesome. Sorry I missed him at the last Queen's comic party. I just wasn't able to make it.
You didn't want to make it. You said
No,
you
I
were
did
busy
want to make it.
macking. You had two other blind girls, and you were trying to find each other.
No, no. I had a family. I had a family birthday party I couldn't get out of.
I don't know about that. You're always claiming that it's always somebody's birthday every week, and I don't know about those excuses anymore.
No, no, not every week, man. I don't have that big of a fucking family.
It's like every week you say you got a party or business dealings, in the hotels with Ron Jeremy. Like, what are you talking about?
What? Ron Jeremy hasn't been relevant in like at least 10 years now.
That's what you've been trying to do is get him back in the business.
You know what? I heard that his mind is so far gone that he he probably wouldn't be able to function on his own anymore.
Really? What the fuck happened to him?
Dementia, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I heard dementia, that mushrooms is good for dementia patients. I'm starting to hear.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I guess, at certain doses that it helps, patients, and they see like results pretty, like they gain certain memories and whatnot. I mean, I'm not saying that it works on everybody, but based on research I've read, because I have my sister's, mom, is unfortunately dealing with that, and I kind of shared that. So she's gonna talk to the doctor about that, because why not?
Wow. All right, cool, man. I hope that
Yeah, man,
works out
mushrooms are
seriously.
natural. They're of earth, you know what I mean? So, why not
Yeah.
take that herbal route why to do the
Speaking of
medicine?
herbal stuff, can you play that clip I sent you?
Hold on.
Because these
Hold,
commercials are so quaint nowadays.
hold on. I don't know why you're screaming at me.
Oh, you want me to scream?
They're always screaming, bro. They're like this. Hold on. There we go. We're getting it there. We're getting it there, bro.
Yep.
Hey, Joey, I got some stuff you just gotta try. What is it?
Yeah.
You know, marijuana. Oh, well, I don't know. What, chicken?
Yeah, what are you, chicken?
He's in the gym. What should he do? Kate.
Get a teacher.
Excellent. Get a pizza. Get real.
You got marijuana, you're going to want to get a pizza eventually.
I'm not chicken. You're a turkey.
He's right. Drug dealers are dorks. Don't even talk to him. Cowabunga!
All right, 30 some odd years later.
Hey.
30 fucking years later, marijuana's legal. It's like fashionable now.
Those very same kids that were there in that video saying no, probably some of the biggest owners of dispensaries and users of the drug today.
Exactly, man. I was having shout out to 420 Summer over in Union Valley Road. Thank you for hooking me up with the Valhallas. They actually helped my sleeping issue, so thank you. But
you had a sleeping issue.
Yeah, I've been
You've been having night terrors again?
No, just anxiety, having problems falling asleep.
I thought it was the night terrors where you start screaming, and running around the house, crashing into the wall.
No, don't tell me. I'll wait for my parents to come back before I start doing that.
So you sleep chained to the bed for now? My man chains himself up now before he goes to bed. Oh, fuck, just in case I start running around the house.
No, but I just find I watch these commercials now, and they're so quaint.
Yeah, they're funny.
In my parents' town in New Jersey, they said no more dispensaries. That town has reached its limit.
It's limit, damn! How many fucking dispensaries were there?
There's like 15 throughout the entire town.
Jesus Christ! How are they staying in business?
I have no clue, man. I only deal with 420 Somewhere. They're the only ones I can speak of. Oh, yeah, because they're right next door to the Marcos.
Yeah, but
store, so I can hit out do all my errands all at once, which is nice.
I'd rather still have from the streets because it's stronger. They keep the crystals on. Out there, the dispensaries, they shake off the nice crystals and all that shit, They get you
Really?
bent. Yeah, if you take a look, like a good high grade from the streets versus a high grade, supposedly from a dispensary, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna tell you right now, the streets is gonna look and smoke better and get you way fucking higher.
Like I said during setup, I'm an edible person.
See, I'm not an edible. I mean, all that should do is make me go to sleep.
And that's the reason I'm using it, so that's it's doing its job.
That's how I got. Listen, I tried to get my parents to kind of try it. So, one day there was a spot that opened up around the way, and they had gummies. So I bought a pack, and my parents were always complaining. My father, his leg hurts. My mom was like, "Oh, her back, this, that." I said, "Yo, guys, look what I have here. Maybe you guys should try it. You know what I mean? It helps with pain. This, that." I'm explaining. So I each hand them one. I said, "So this is your first time." And I was about to say, eat only half, right? Them motherfuckers didn't even let me finish that sentence and dropped that shit into their mouth and just ate it. Bro, my father apparently said that because I had to go downstairs and do a podcast. I said, "Oh my God." Well, I'll be back. Let me do the podcast. When I came back upstairs, my father was saying the TV looked like it's 3D in front of his face. You know what I mean? He was laying down on the sofa with his shoes on, and my mother's like, "Why are you on the sofa with the shoes on?" He's like, "I don't have my shoes on." She says, I'm looking at you with your shoes on." He's like, "I don't have them on." And then my mother says that she's just freaking nuts. Like, yeah, everything was spinning and moving around. I was like, "Oh my God." She goes, "But that's the first day, right? The day one, right?"
Mm-hmm.
They wake up the next day. My mother's like, "Oh my God, my back feels so great." She starts fucking doing squats. My father says, my leg, it feels wonderful. He starts acting like he's playing soccer, swinging his leg. I'm like, guys, relax, chill. You're not fucking cured. You're just feeling good right now. Chill. My God, bro. I was like, my mother never did it again. My father, he started chopping each square up into 4 pieces to microdose, and that helped him. He did that for a little while, and it helped him.
That's cool. Like I said, it just every time I go past the dispensary, because that I go to now, it's. So if someone told me back in high school that one day I'd legally be able to walk into a store that looks like a supermarket and buy marijuana, I would tell the people in 2026 that they're fucking crazy.
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, over here my way, we had 3, but one of the 3 was an illegally set up dispensary, and they had great pricing, man. Good shit, man. I'm so upset. But the problem that they really fucked up on is that they had apparently a secret room that sold other stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that room, and my travels there, just reading the news and finding out from people after the fact. I said, what? They had a fucking room behind that wall? I didn't know that. What the fuck?
Yeah, a wall, like it's like the fucking back cave and shit where you have to pull the
Yeah, it was some weird
that
shit. I
piece
swear to God.
out and then the wall opens up.
Yeah, what they said it was, I would have never, ever, ever guessed there was something behind there. It was well done. Well
Yeah,
done.
that is interesting. Can you bring up the picture I have? Absolute Batman.
Absolute cunt man.
Yeah, man.
The cunt man. There we
The,
go.
the hottest thing in comic books right now.
That's crazy, yo. Insane. Insane prices right now.
I don't know. Have you read any of it?
I've checked out some of the issues for review purposes, and this is why I kind of call this, DC's manga. It kind of is manga-ish and the representation and all, just American
I think
style.
they what they did well with the entire absolute line is they took all the best parts of manga, took all the best parts of Batman and Batman lore from the past 85 years, mixed that together, and is crafted a story that's compelling and fun, and you have no clue where it's going. And every time you think you know where it's going, they pull these curveballs out of left field.
Yep,
When
that's what Snyder
Batman rips
does.
out
Snyder's the
Poison
boss,
Ivy's
man.
heart and smashes it, I was like, holy shit.
Snyder's the boss.
Snyder's is the man.
I mean, great
So
writer,
there's
knows
not
what
going to
he's
be
doing.
an animated manga,
Yep,
Absolute Batman series.
that's insane. Yeah, all right. Already, this series has just moved so quickly in popularity, but it was the kick in the ass the comic industry kind of needed when it came. Bring some attention. Is bringing kids to stores, and checking out other books, which is what's cool.
Yeah, like
So
I said, right.
I'm happy for what's happening here. It's
I'm
cool.
also, I know, once again, she's a good friend of mine who gets a lot of shit from time to time, but Kelly Thompson is killing it on Absolute Wonder Woman right now.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's a good looking book. That whole design, yo, her fucking sword is
Yeah,
fucking.
Sherman Hammond's his art is amazing. DC's not firing on all cylinders for me right now.
They are, but again, look at this. They first print again. Going back to what I said.
Yep.
If you're a casual reader, you're kind of forced to buy a graphic novel, and even those are gonna get a little pricey right now, especially those first prints. But yeah, first
Yeah,
issue,
but the thing I think with
275.
this is there's enough printings of every issue of Absolute Batman around that if you're a casual reader and you just want to read the story, you don't have to like necessarily get a first print. You can get the
Yeah, but if
fourth
you're a
printing and
casual
spread it out.
reader that's also a collector, just collector sake. Me, I want my first prints. I don't know, just that. So I just like my first print.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Same with me personally. But every now and then it's like, oh, I can't find a first print. I just want to really, really super read it and enjoy the
Yeah,
story. I'll take a second or third or fourth print every now and then.
yeah.
And on the retail side, some of those second, third, fourth, sometimes 10th printings sell just as well as the first prints for me.
Well, there's a second print Absolute Batman. That's if you see up in the corner, that's a 1 in 25 second print variant.
Yep.
Going for $400, dude.
And I sold out of that 1 in 25 on day one when it came out.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a sold copy of Absolute at 275.
Yep.
And I kind of see people doing between 300, 275, 220, 250, as we see here in the corner. But it's between that 225 price point, right? 250 is probably going to be the average. What do you think?
I think it between 250 and 3 is going to become the norm by the time we get to San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, because someone had it at what is this? Yep, a first print. They had it at 316. They just took 10% off, doing it at 285. And then some other dude got in a first print, and this dude is trying to get 457 for it.
And I think right now, I'm gonna just say raw. I think anything over 350 is a little steep.
What do you think about outside of cover A, like the 1R, the Akira one? That one is going for 215.
Yeah, and that was the New York Comic Con. I think it was last year, or maybe been the year that Absolute Batman came out. That's a great variant, and that's probably be the one I like to get because I'm also a fan of Akira.
Somebody over here put up I guess it's a starting point. Absolute Batman first printing Jim Lee cover, 250 to start, 9.8.
That's not too shabby. But you know what I like about all the heat and popularity of Absolute Batman?
Yeah.
I did JP's show over in Clifton 2 weeks ago now.
Sure.
And I had a box of Batman trades.
Somebody says they're going to be in Garden State tomorrow. A.H. Rasan.
Hey, what's up, sir? Yeah, I'll definitely be there tomorrow. I should get there like sometime after 11.
He's going to be the guy dressed with the yellow spandex over there.
Don't say shit like that, bro.
You're going to. Didn't you tell us the outfit you're going to wear?
Yellow spandex.
Yellow spandex bodysuit outfit, with red boots.
Hells no. I'll have a pink pimp hat on with green feathers. And we'll go yada 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 yo. Yeah, but this has even gotten some more love for his new 52 Batman run. But if you want to read some really awesome Scott Snyder Batman, his run on Detective from 871 to 881 is so underrated. The Dark Mirror story with James Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
That is so underrated. I know everyone loves the Detective 880, the Joker cover. But the entire story is Nightwing as Batman. It's just amazing there.
It is. Again, it's got
I
saw an argument. You see not an a discussion between Rob and him. Rob was trying to get at him or some shit.
Really?
Yeah, Mr. Ipo's losing it, bro. Relax, guy. Steals me my book.
So, is there anything in the comic book industry that's been, piquing your interest as of late? Let me ask you this: is there any indie series that you think I'm not checking out that I should check out?
Well, Ignition Press is doing some cool stuff.
They're fucking awesome.
Ignition Press. I like to talk more about the publisher. Let's get whole books. Mad Cave always killing it as well. I mean, they're dropping weeks sometimes that they're looking like they're Marvel, son. You know what I mean? Like, they're dropping 10, 12 books in a week. I'm like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
Mad Cave has stepped up their game between Pop Kill,
Oh,
Cocaine Hustler.
yep, yep. You know what, though? Outside Mad Cave, the big news. Come on, man. It's fucking the Skybound Energon Royce introducing fucking Rom, bro.
Oh yeah, because all of a sudden my boy Calamity calls me up because he ordered 500 of the fucking blind bags.
Jesus Christ, 500 of them.
Yeah, he wanted the one of 500.
Okay.
So he's like, I got cracked up in about 20 blind bags. I got 5 ROM number 1s.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, oh shit. He brought back ROM. I thought
That's
that was
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, but not just that. Did you hear that he's also bringing back fucking Solar, the man of the Atom and Magnus robot fighter?
Torak Dinosaur Hunter.
Yep. He's bringing the Go Key. So damn, dude, the dude got the Go Key fucking license. Insane, bro.
Yes, and
Yeah, it's Ted Okay. Is another great series.
Smile on my face.
Yeah, my man Alex, prop right here. Absolutely correct. It's Ted Okay, which is another great Mad Cave series. Mad Cave is murdering it for real. They really are. They're flash going into a lot of fun. Gotcha Man series as well.
Yes, I'm also enjoying a lot. I'm enjoying a lot out of Vault right now too.
Oh, Walt for sure, man. Fuck yeah. And I think they really smash it on the horror side, man. They got some sick
You know
ass
what
books.
I'm really looking forward to? I don't think it comes out to either September or October. I want to see what Oni's gonna do with the Archie stuff.
Oh yeah, man, right? That was another big thing that now Archie. To think that Archie, for as long as they've existed, have always been still considered indie. Funnily enough, and then and funny how they move around publishers, right? Like, I hope that they find some justice with Oni. I mean, why do you think that this happens with Archie? What is it?
I don't know, because for the last couple of years, the only things that really stand up Archie are reprints and collections and the occasional anniversary issue.
Yeah, I know that the frequency of issues ever since the Diamond stuff started, like there's been a lot of publishers that I see a lot less from, unfortunately. Like Valiant, ever since they moved on over to the Alien book, which the Bloodshot is pretty cool though. I always like Valiant. They really making a different move. It's cool.
I have to check the new Valiant stuff out. There's only so much time in a day. And growing up, I wasn't the biggest Valiant fan in the world, outside Torok and possibly Ryan the Future Force.
No, Ryan the Future. Yeah, Ryan was dope, man, for sure.
Yeah, maybe a little Shadowman every now and then. And like I said, all my friends were in the Valiant, so I would just trade with my friends through their. That's the reason I have an entire run of Uncanny X-Men sitting around somewhere.
Yeah. But do you think that he's gonna bring in those Go Key characters into the Hasbro verse or keep them separate?
I think he's. You see, Kirkman is a smart enough person in the industry. I think he's going to keep the Gold Key universe separate from the Hasbro universe.
Yeah, could you imagine?
I'm sure with Hasbro. I'm sure Hasbro has a say in everything that goes on over.
Of course, that's that. Cause I always just think, could you imagine a Magnus Robot Fighter series in the Transformers universe?
That would rule.
Yeah, a human that could fuck up robots on some real deal.
Yeah, because those Energon universe books, Transformers, Void Rivals, G.I. Joe, a Real American Hero.
Yeah,
it's some of the best stuff in comic books right now.
Yeah, and Mask even dropping. I remember asking about that over 2 years ago. Oh no, I knew that.
I think I was with you when someone.
Yeah,
was talking about Mask.
when when I asked about that shit, I started to flow because like it's the perfect time to bring that shit in. But whatever, I guess 2 years later, here we go.
Like I said, of course, Skybound is killing it with the Invincible universe right now. The Battle Beast book doesn't feel like a cash grab. It's actually a really well written story.
And the art is fun too. Fun as fuck. That character looks so amazing.
Yes, and Conquest fighting Battle Beast is just it's amazing. Everyone
And
has
a lot of Kickstarters on fire too, man. The radioactive one that just dropped, that shit like got funded real quick.
Let's see. There's one that my boy Davis Ryder I forget the name of the book. Oh yeah, Sweet Death, I think it's called. He did it with Will Jack, and it got funded like in 20 minutes.
Oh, nice. That's the type of shit I want to hear, man, because that's kind of where a lot of the indies going, right? It's the Kickstarter
Oh
universe.
yeah, every time I turn around, I see something for a new Kickstarter, and it's just
Yeah, like you remember the '80s movie, fucking Rad, the BMX movie?
Yep.
They have a Kickstarter because they're doing a sequel, with the original dude actor from it, and it's called a Rad Hell Track, and that's live on Kickstarter.
That's interesting.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
Wait, you see, this is what baffles me with all the drama and the player hate and everything. We're in an age of plenty. This is the most fun I think the comic book industry has been since the late 80s, early 90s to me. You have a million different choices to pick from. But every time I turn around, I see, this sucks, that sucks, this person fucked over this person, yada, yada, yada. Can't we just all get along and enjoy comic books and shut the fuck up?
Right, let's not get into the drama, man. Let's enjoy the stories, please. Please. Let's not get into this messes. I mean, I was talking to my man on this podcast, William Bernhardt. He did a book about the Superman Wars. I think
I was watching some of that the other day. Very, very great interview. I'm actually in the process of buying a copy of the book.
Yeah, man. I mean, see, that's something to beef about. Your rights like that. That's a battle worth having. But talking gossip and shit like that. Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm looking forward to his second book on Bill Finger because.
Oh yeah, right. That got me excited too. Like what?
Yeah, because hey, Athena is a good friend of his granddaughter. Athena is a really good friend of the podcast.
Yeah, I know Athena.
She almost tutored my best friend's daughter in math too.
Oh what? Oh
yeah,
shit.
Athena's awesome.
Yeah, and the fight of for Bill's rights, man, and got him. She worked hard on that. So shout out to her for being so diligent.
You can't believe he's only been getting credit for the past 10 years.
Right? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, actually, even there was only one time before 2015 where we got any credit in a comic book, and it was in the letters page of a Batman or a detective comic.
Okay. And what? And Bob Kane got mad?
Probably.
Don't you ever do that? And then he probably beat up the dude, the poor guy, the letterer that added him.
Amazon, stop. Hey, have you ever heard that story that Steranko tells about how he basically beat the shit out of Bob Kane in the elevator?
What? No, what do you mean? Yeah, Bill Finger beat him up?
Yeah, Steranko,
Oh, Steranko beat him up.
Bitch slapped him.
Oh, word. Oh, shit, okay. Steranko look like the type. He look like a James Bond back in the day. He still do.
I saw him last year at Big Apple, and for a person in his 80s, he looks as spry as ever, and holding court and just ruled the artist alley with an iron fist.
Because he will tell you that you have to get up He wakes up at 4 a.m. and walks up his mountain trail with his two dogs all the time. That's what, walking, keeping active, he said. That's what, I never forget. One day I only went to ask him a couple of questions, and we were there for like 30 minutes. I turned my head, there was a fucking crowd. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. They, no, we just listening.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about, like, once you start talking to Steranko, he just like sat me down, just
Yeah, he starts saying stories, boy, having a good time.
No, the only time I ever regretted asking any creator a question was God rest Neil Adams' soul. I asked him a science question. He goes, "Sit down. I'll explain it to you." And it was like an hour and 10 minutes of like a high school science lecture.
Oh my God! No, the worst time I saw Neil was during Jack Kirby's 100th, and I remember, dude, I just meaning this. You mind if I ask you a question about? Actually, it was my boy. You want me to ask you a question about Jack Kirby's 100th? I'm like, sure. So we turn on the recorder. All right. So what are your thoughts on Jack Kirby? Oh, his fucking art sucked. Those were his first words. I'm like, you dumb
Oh,
motherfucker.
wow.
I was like, yo, bro. I said, yo, Mike, let's not do this, bro. Please, let's not do this. This guy just pissed me off. Like, why you got to start it like that? His shit sucked. And then he did say some dumb shit, and then some other shit. Then no, but he was an all right dude. This, that, the other. I gotta find that little interview. I think I should have the audio somewhere. It was at a Rhode Island Comic Con, I believe.
All right, so me and my older brother helped John Paul book him for a convention in Great Adventure back in 2011.
So you have fun with him?
He was a nut job.
Oh wait, that was for the Great Adventure joint, right? You
Yep.
said? So I was there. I had a table. That was one of the ones where I did table at, and he's walking around saying hello to the vendors. He looks at my badge, and I know he did it on purpose. And he goes, Al Meja? I was like, it's Mega. Oh. And then laughs and just walks away like you dumb motherfucker. Like, bro, this guy's an asshole.
Yeah, but you didn't have to deal with him on the business level like me and my brother Tom had to.
I
Negotiating to get him there, he's like, he might as well just have asked for, like, make sure there's green M&Ms at my booth, and he wanted, like, to make sure that his family got to ride all the rides and all that type of stuff, and we were just like, okay.
Really? Damn. I mean, yeah, take care of your fam, but don't gotta be a douche though.
Oh yeah, it's a couple things with Neil over the years that drove me crazy. There was East Coast Comic Con where I was trying to buy one of the omnibuses that came out with all his Batman work, and maybe he didn't hear me asking me that hey, I'll take it or something like that, but he said, just give me a second, and just ignored me for another 15 minutes to the point where I just walked away.
Oh, wow.
I was like, I don't need to get something signed and sketched that bad.
Damn. Oh, yeah. That's not cool. Yeah, I don't like when creators, like, if you're at a con, if you're not feeling well, creators don't do the con because you're supposed to be there to engage with with the fan base. So if you don't have that energy, don't show up because it's not a cool experience for the fan. I don't think that's fair.
If you want to be Mike Mayhew and just sit at home and be on Whatnot and put your finger up your butt.
Oh man, I think there's a Whatnot going on right now with Todd and Mark Silvestri.
Sweet, man.
They had a Whatnot.
He's killing it on Whatnot right now.
Yeah, Todd is doing his thing, and did you see his new announcements? He got new pins coming up. A lot of San Diego Comic Con is right around the corner, folks. So
are
a
you
big
going
shout out
this
to my.
year,
No, man. We got my man right there, Thor, aka Basement Boy Banter. So he's gonna be going up over there. I mean, and handling the business. This is going to be his first San Diego, so he's excited for these ops.
Wow. I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
I remember my first San Diego. It was 1997.
Wow. I mean, I'm definitely gonna do New York. I'm already in. Thank you, New York Comic Con, VPAR, whatever. Because that's celebrating 20 years. I'm celebrating 20 years on the Comic Crusaders, and I remember going to the very first New York Comic Con when the door
I
opened.
actually got kicked out by the fire marshal that year.
What you did?
Yeah, you remember the fire
Fuck you
marshal
did.
shut that shit down?
Yeah. Well, I didn't stay all day, dude. I went with the
I got there.
wife.
I just got there, and the timing was just bad. That's all.
Yeah, I was there from early morning. We broke the door open. I think we left very early afternoon
Yeah,
because
I
my
didn't get there
boy,
till like 2 o'clock.
yeah, my boy bought like fucking what was it, 3 short boxes worth of comics
Wow.
from the 50 cent bins when they used to have good 50 cent boxes.
You mean
And
before? Yeah, you know what? I
yeah,
remember those days.
yeah, remember that?
Hey,
And
tell
that was
my
only
fellow
20 years ago.
dealers and vendors who do conventions, every now and then, just take a couple of your dollar boxes, and at some point of the day, just make 50 cents. Just
Yeah.
to give people who are new, who were just getting back into the
Yeah.
hobby or just
Well,
starting in
that's
the
how my boy
hobby.
got them. Once they said that my boy was bought like 3 short boxes, they're like, you know what? We'll give it to you for 50 cent pop. You know what I mean? Why not?
Yeah.
And it was good shit too, man. He was finishing runs. That was his fucking thing.
I remember the first thing I ever bought from you was a full run of something.
Yep,
It was like
yep, yep,
a full run of What If.
yep, yep, yep. Yeah, but I had a lot of cool shit, man. If you want a full run of a Spawn, go ahead. Give me $1 million and it's yours.
I already have a full run.
No, you don't got my run, bro.
I know my run's got a couple of the rare variants and all that. But my prized spawn piece is at my fucking brother's house.
But why you leave it there, bro?
I got because I keep on forgetting to bring it home with me. And it actually looks good on his wall next to the 2 Batman pieces of original art he has.
Well, Daniel Back hooked me up with a Spawn like a head bust with light up eyes.
Sweet. I actually just found the OG Spawn model kit.
What you mean?
It was a model kit where you had to actually build a model, and it's a Spawn.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know if it's in frame. It's probably not because it's closer to my bed.
Well, it's kind of dark, so I kind of see some cape over there or some shit.
Yeah.
Did you see also the little Spawn Lego figures and shit? Them shit is fucking. Bible Mac did some cool videos on them.
I can't watch Bob Max videos. It makes me spend too much fucking money.
Yeah, I know. He is, salutes to Bible Mac, man.
Him and Chris Crash. I can't watch their content because it makes me just want to spend money on action figures.
Yeah, it's cool shit. Fucking Chris, yeah, man. He made me spend money on some Transformers I didn't know were coming out, and he's you motherfucker, I don't have this money, but I need this on my shelf though.
Yeah, like I said, and Target just put out a beautiful Onslaught figure.
What I wanted the Predator King figure. The spot up here, I saw that they have an original Predacon. I don't know if it's complete though, but what they have there is 275.
Interesting.
It was one of the Predacons, right? Remember those?
Yep.
I really like that combiner from back in the day. Yeah, Predator King. He look dope.
Yeah, right now I'm cleaning. We're starting to clean out the attic, and I'm hoping that finally find the box where my OG Snake Mountain is.
And how much you selling it for?
This one I want to keep in my PC. I've had it since I was 10.
Stop lying, bro. I'm just selling it for you. You sell everything.
The only reason that my parents still have it in the attic is because they took it away from me when I was 10. They're like, if you can't stop cursing if you can't stop cursing in the microphone, we're taking it away.
And there you go.
My idiot younger brother had to start going, I'm Skeletor, motherfucker. Into my parents' we went to school and it was in the attic and it's been there almost ever since.
Did you watch the new Masters?
I'm doing it tomorrow night. I'm doing a double feature with my older brother. We're gonna do
A
He-Man and
double
then we're gonna do
feature.
Supergirl.
So which one are you gonna pay for?
I'm actually paying both because the last time him and I went out together, he paid. So
You sure? I mean, isn't that funny? That's why I think that's why they do the reserved seating, so that way you don't try to fucking sneak into a theater. Like, what's your ticket, bro?
and the cool thing is the Cinemark that I go to, like
Yeah.
the entire staff knows me, and they very very accommodating. To a point where they're just sit down and shut up.
So which one are you more excited for to watch?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm more excited for Masters of the Universe than I am Supergirl.
So you don't want to see Millie Alcock? Take care of that.
I want to see Momoa as Lobo.
Yeah, somebody was mentioning that that they made him kind of like a god of chaos, but that seems to kind of like be a pussy around Supergirl and some other character that's in it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, again,
Actually,
you gotta watch it. I haven't watched it to judge it myself.
Yeah, same here. Like I said, I'll do that. But have you watched Seed Masters yet?
Nope. I haven't. But again, I'm excited for it. I haven't watched shit, Adam. I haven't caught up. I've been watching some other shit from the fucking 50s, like in the Beyond or something. It's a Twilight Zone feel to it.
Oh, sweet! I love the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, but this one has that type of feel. It has its own narrator. It's the late 50s. And it's actually pretty cool, man. All cool little stories. And it has several seasons and they're available on YouTube.
Nice. I'll have to check that out. Because I just had one YouTube channel, and this has been my obsession for the last 2 weeks. They have all the radio episodes of The Shadow and the Green Hornet.
Oh, nice. So you've been stuck on that shit?
Yeah, I mean, I'm an old school radio nerd. And I love The Shadow.
Why do you love The Shadow, bro?
It really the psychological storytelling. Like he's not really like a physical character. Yeah, he beats his villains more like psychologically than he does ever with his fists.
Gotcha. Okay.
I like that, to be able to get into someone's head like that and fuck with them.
Yeah. The Shadow. That's how you say it, right? The Shadow?
The Shadow.
The Shadow.
You don't mess with the Shadow, man.
Everybody could beat up the Shadow. Everybody.
That's true. I also find it fascinating that the Green Hornet is the descendant of the Long Ranger.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Really? That's what they talk about?
I mean, there was like a whole comic book miniseries from Now Comics based on that whole concept.
Okay, that's cool. That's interesting. I have legendary characters like that connect. And the inspiration of heroism, if you will, right?
Oh yeah. And besides, Bruce Lee was a badass as kid growing up.
Yeah, man. Brutally, a motherfucker was a hell of a fucking fighter, though. Strong for a skinny dude too, man. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, actually, some of his little mini interviews and documentaries and demonstrations are better than any of his acted scripts.
Yeah, man, 'cause that shit was crazy, yo. Like,
yeah, my favorite thing at anything William Dozier ever produced. Everyone should YouTube the Green Hornet Kato screen test, where it's
Oh,
just
well.
Bruce Reed breaking a shit ton of boards.
Oh, really? Nice.
Well, you know that, you know, Burt Ward was afraid that he was going to kick his ass on the set of Batman. That's the reason they came up with the the Mexican standoff.
Okay, that's too fun. Damn, what a pussy! He was scared like that. I mean, unless he shouldn't have been scared unless he was being a dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I've heard wild stuff from you know from the Batman set that made me scratch my head a little bit.
Them boys were fucking swingers, man, having a good time.
Oh yeah, everyone should check out. I know it's on YouTube. It's a mockumentary called Back to the Batcave. Came out in like 2003. I think it's still on YouTube, but no, it's out of print on DVD, unfortunately.
It's like on DVD. We got look for it, bro.
I think I have a copy somewhere still.
Gotta sell it. Put it on auction, brother.
I plan to. I just haven't got to that box in the collection yet.
You're gonna sell everything, aren't you?
Not everything. I have a few pieces that are never for sale.
What's definitely the sacred cow that will never be for sale no matter what that you want buried with you?
My autographed by Mark Hamill, Paul Dini, Bruce Timm with a Bruce Timm sketch, Kevin Conroy, Eileen Sorkin autographed Batman Man Love hardcover.
Oh, nice, nice. Did you get all of those at the same time, or was it like a mission?
Actually, it took a couple years to get all of them.
Okay.
And I bought it already with the Eileen Sorkin and the Paul Dini and Bruce Timm already there.
Okay. So they already did some of the hard work.
And then, so that was already done for me. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get the rest of the cast of this episode, Mad Love, to sign it. And thank God I got it signed by Kevin. I got a convention 2 years before he passed. Thank God.
Oh wow.
Because he
Yeah,
actually, I was with my brother who has the test photography for the Hollywood cars at conventions. And at the last East Coast Comic Con that ever happened, Kevin was at the booth signing by the Batmobile. So I just got that signed. And he was the last one I needed on it.
crazy, crazy. Yeah, good dude, man. I got to talk to him. I believe it was in New York.
That hit me. The other passing that recently hit me really hard to a point where it took me a couple of days to recover from it was Tom Kane. Prolific voice actor, C-3PO, Yoda, the professor from Powerpuff Girls. Austin Sauce Radio is the last interview he ever did before he had a stroke.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Crazy. That's so sad, man.
Yeah, so I was like, that really hit me hard. Tom was a sweetheart, and we stayed in touch.
Isn't it sad? It's sad when you talk to these people you interview, you become friends or these good colleagues, and kind of check in on one another every once in a while. Just to lose that, man, just out of nowhere. It sucks.
Yeah, that's why, like, when everyone knows that Larry Kenny and I have become friends over the years, and like when he doesn't return an email from me right away, and I know he's busy, and he's enjoying his retirement, being a grandfather and all that, but every now and then, if it goes beyond 2 weeks, I get a little worried.
Of course.
Just because, you never, as I'm getting older, and you're in your 50s too, I'm starting to realize more and more each and every day that tomorrow's never promised.
Yeah.
And you really just need to appreciate everything you have while you have it.
Yeah, but look at Chris Buse. Don't know what happened, fantastic writer for our team. And one day we just kept trying to hit him up and contact him. Just, nothing, ghost. And then when you come to find out, after researching on Facebook that he passed.
Yeah, I mean, there've been a couple, people that I researched, and I was like, Oh shit, that sucks.
It does.
That's why Denny O'Neil hit me so hard, because I used to see him at local conventions all the time.
Okay.
And then I didn't see him for a couple shows, and I finally had to ask someone what happened. And they're like, "Oh, he's got health issues."
Oh,
And then, of course, about a month later, he passed.
damn. You need to stop asking for people, bro. As soon
No,
as anytime you ask
actually,
about somebody,
yeah, I know.
they got a month.
The thing
Jeez.
the point where I really felt jinxed was with Richard Donner.
Okay.
I talked to his assistant to try to book him about maybe 3 or 4 weeks before he passed.
Damn, bro.
The cool thing was he was interested in doing the show too. He just wasn't feeling well. He's like, "Hey, can we
Always
talk
something,
again
bro.
when I'm feeling better?" And that unfortunately
Didn't happen.
wasn't in the cards.
Well, not yet. Maybe in the next lifetime.
Maybe, man, maybe. The Lord does work in mysterious ways, and just gotta take things one day at a time, and really, be grateful for what you have, man. I know people.
110%.
This is a little bit of a softer side of Blind Adam tonight, but at the same time, it's the truth.
He's getting mushy. He's getting so mushy.
Hey, man, it's okay, man. I'm more than just the king of perverts. Don't get
you do
twisted.
more than just wear
I'm still a
heels.
perverted motherfucking king.
He still
I
wears
have
his
a heart
heels to
too,
go up
man.
the red stairs.
What's that?
You know what I witnessed in Times Square during? Have you been to Times Square during the stupid World Cup thing, Majiggy?
I'm saying the fuck out of Times Square until the World Cup is over, bro.
Bro, I when I went there a couple weekends ago, I think it was the opening weekend. Actually, it was that weekend, the Knicks won. But I was there
Oh
that
yeah, no,
Friday night.
actually, I was in the city by MSG for Game 3 of the Knicks,
Oh
and
no,
it was fucking insane.
yeah, well, over there, that Times Square was nuts, right? I don't know what the fuck was going on at first. I'm chilling. Sit down with my homie. We start smoking a L, and there's a group of couples, like 6 couples, rowdy as fuck, Brazilian, I believe they were, drinking beer out there in the public, and basically standing in front of us. Cops come, pour the beer, whatever, no problem. They put away the beer. They're acting right. And next thing you know, I'm seeing them just switch partners. We were watching like a whole swinger show in front of us as we were smoking. It was the wildest scene. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Everybody's on each other. Like, okay, the fuck? Are these guys aware they're outside?
Actually, I'm very happy I was not in the city itself after the Knicks won.
Oh, I was in
Saturday.
Queens. Fuck off. I was in Queens, Adam. You know what happened? I was in
But
Steinway
did
Street.
you witness the buses getting burned alive?
No, man, I was in Steinway Street. I'm literally like just a few stops away from from home, right? 15 minutes at most.
Mm-hmm.
Brother, this shit took a fucking detour into the city. Every fucking stop. Nixon 5! And people screaming and blah, blah, screaming. It was fucking wild. I mean, every stop. It didn't matter what train I took. I transferred trains, and it was the same. Nice to see, but shut the fuck up. And then I get home, walking to mom's house. All you hear is fucking horns and the same shit. I'm like, oh my god, are we gonna sleep tonight? This was
I heard it was
fucking
like an orgy in the. One of my buddies was telling me it was like he goes, "You predicted this." It was like having an orgy in the streets.
yeah. People were wilding, man. People were wilding. It's I didn't. Oh,
Like 4
well.
buses got burned. Like property was destroyed.
What did I see? Let me see. The only thing I saw was a guy pass out in the subway that he hit his head so hard
Yeah,
he sounded
that's
like a
just
fucking
the.
hollow coconut.
Yeah, it's
He
just
said,
that's just a typical subway ride on the bus. There's usually like 2 or 3 of them there.
yeah, that should be crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? And the guy got up. I'm okay. Like, you fucking sure? You should sound like a coconut right now, bro. You sure? Look at I see you being mushy. Mushy. Everybody saying some guy named Alex over here says you're being mushy.
because I can. What's up, brother Alex? Alex occasionally does my show with me every now and then. Much love.
He always wants to be mushy. Yeah, that's what he like. That's why you can't do it in person with him. There's too much mush.
Mush. And yeah, my cat finally figured out that mommy and daddy aren't coming home for like the 7th night in a row.
Is he still asking you for fucking snacks?
No.
Stop asking for snacks, bro. Are you sure?
He's not asking for snacks.
He ain't say, yo, Adam, give me my shit, son.
He knows I'm gonna put food in his bowl later.
You better do it before he check you. He starts running you for your paper and shit.
Yeah, that's true, man. All right, everybody. I want to thank everyone for hanging out with us tonight. I want to thank Al. I want to thank you for all the love and support, and always kicking me in the ass when I deserve it. Always getting me grounded whenever I get too cray-cray. So much love. Everyone, I also want to thank Weepa Music for the kick-ass theme music. I have to actually clip that so I can use that over with JV over on Wednesday nights.
Oh yeah, it's in your folder, bro. I gotta show you how to access it again. No problem.
Sweet, yeah, because you know what? Because I can put that in front of Star Wars Gangster Rap for Wednesday nights.
There you go.
Just cause that's become so synonymous with the
show now.
My show, that even the creators of the Star Wars Gangster Rap is just like, no, it's cool. It's glad someone enjoys our shit that much. Shout out to Ben Frame. But everyone, I hope to see everyone at Garden State Comic Fest, which happens tomorrow and Sunday, June 27th, 28th. Thundercast reunion: Lynn Lipton, Shitara, Peter Newman Tigra, the living legend of voiceover, Amos's right-hand man, Larry Kenny will be there. James O'Barr, Kevin Eastman, Amy Jo Johnson if you're a Power Rangers fan. I may actually try to ask her one question for the podcast tomorrow.
You gonna try?
Well, they can always tell me no. I'll respect whatever the guest wants, but I'm gonna ask.
Just turn on your medals and ask anyway. Even if she says no, at least you could record that.
You know, that's true. And I do have a bad habit of like turning the camera on my meta glasses while I'm in line waiting, and forgetting to shut it off while I'm asking you if I can ask a question.
You butthead. Don't turn it on when you're online. Just turn it on when you're next, like the next one. That way you don't see the battery.
What I do, I'll be transparent because I usually turn the camera on like when there's 2 people ahead of me or like 1 person ahead of me. This way, because the only thing I hate about recording on the meta glasses is the 3-minute time limit that they have.
Yeah, that does suck. That sucks the most.
Unless you want to change the speed of your recording and all that, the best recording thing they have is that 3-minute mode. Unless they change it on the new metal glasses, which I haven't upgraded yet.
So this is why you gotta get a looky device that you wear around your neck. You can
actually,
shut it and boom.
I'm waiting for the people over at Looky to actually return the email I just sent them.
Beautiful. It's an amazing device, man. Highly recommend. Cool little assistant.
I would really like to see if it could be my eyes. Amazon, stop. That it could be my eyes in that way.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love this shit.
Yep. Because thanks to Mr. L, the real Al Mega, Blind Adam has a ChatGPT addiction. To the point where ChatGPT knows my fucking personality now.
See, what I told Adam was just to use it for, like, again, he has a disability. I think, AI is a cool tool for, people with a disability, right? I mean, was I wrong?
No, man. Everyone notices, comic book speculation and invest on the Facebook group has seen my post now to a point where they're like, someone messaged me, private message goes, "When'd you learn how to spell and write properly for the first time in 10 years?"
Yeah. That
Like,
was always my complaint. Exactly. So it's nice for you to have something that knows how to dictate your shit the right way. You know, like
yeah, but
it
I tried it out
understands you.
once, and I well, like now, like even certain like talent reps who have known ever since I started Awesome Sauce Radio, you're like, did you hire a new assistant? And I'm like, no, I now have a new software program that's better for me to use.
Yeah, and that's what's exactly again, that's what people understand. Those capture voice and dictation really well. I'm surprised. So again, you know,
Yeah, so anyway,
it's
normally I just write something right the way I would naturally write it. Uh, pop it into Mary ChatGPT because I named it.
yeah, to edit because I told you that's the biggest issue I had. Oh my God, bro, I'm editing here like 1 hour, you're John. Like I'm so happy that you could able to toss that and be like, hey, you can just
Oh
format.
yeah, occasionally the first time because I wanted to see what I could do with one of my one of my erotica scenes. And I reread the edit version. It edited everything and took all the cool stuff out of the fucking script.
See, that's
I
why
had, I had to play 20 questions with ChatGPT.
see, yeah, nah,
To a point it came up with this is against
yeah.
talking about things in a sexual nature is against our programming.
The only one I think I'll let you get away with that you should try is Grok
No,
from X.
Grog is a freak. I tried it. I couldn't fall. I just let the cat out of the bag. I've been having like issue with insomnia the last 3 months,
Yeah,
and one night I couldn't sleep, so I just started fucking around with Grog. I said, let me see what Grog is all about, and it came back with some of the most perverted, most sexual things I've ever heard of a fucking AI.
yeah, because I told people like Claude AI, I think that's the best collaborative AI because it does in fact work with you. Like if you have a project, it does ask you questions and shit. So it's collaborative, you know, like it's about working together. ChatGPT, I think you know it's the fun college kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
To have
mean,
fun with, but
basically,
it has its tools for seriousness though. But then when it comes to Grok, you know, that's the fucking the cycle of all of them in regards to freedom of speech. That you could do just about anything, and that's what makes that one
I had
probably
a
one of the
screwing
most
around with
dangerous.
Grog. I was just like, what's the average cost of an 8 ball in New York City?
Oh,
And
it'll tell
screwing
you.
around asking you all sorts of questions. I know that I would get that this is against our programming with any other form of AI. And it goes, give me a second. And it starts giving like numbers and breakdowns. And if you have this much on you, this is how many years you're gonna get in jail. And I was like, motherfucker.
That's it.
And
There's
then
a way to teach
I
you.
jokingly I said, find me midget strippers. And it actually came up with a website, which there's a real website called rentastripper.com.
Yeah,
And it's an entire talent agency that just rents out little people for events. I'm like,
that
this is
shit.
awesome.
Is that what you're going to do, bro?
Yeah, eventually you're going to see a midget in a Harley Quinn costume on this show.
It's
I think
fucked
I
up.
may do that when I book an hour over at my good friend Ming Chen's A Shared Universe Studios because I've been wanting to do that for a while.
Nice.
And we've been playing email tag because this is convention season, and Ming is like highly active on the convention circuit.
Excellent. All right.
So I have some like I'm gonna go to A Shared Universe and use one of their professional studios to fulfill my man show fantasies.
There you go. Oh shit.
Girls jumping around on trampolines.
There
Might
you
bring back some of the old school Howard Stern show bits.
go.
Like if you throw a bagel with cream jizz on a girl's butt.
That's crazy.
Because you know what angers me in today's politically correct, no one can take a joke society we live in? My favorite
No.
art form of the shock jock has died, and it angers me. So
Oh, it
I
does.
think I may
Yeah.
need to start bringing it back.
That's all over that era.
And I'm noticing even in stand-up now, everyone like stand-up seems like soft and safe lately. It makes me sick to my fucking stomach.
There's still some good stand-ups. You just gotta, again, I find them on YouTube. Look up the
Yeah,
most
I
recent,
know,
and
but
there's some good them dudes that are, and girls that are mad funny.
yeah, and then there's like, I mean, but watching that's a motivate me because I'm gonna start getting back on stage after a 6-year hiatus.
There you go, get it done, bro. That's what we gotta do.
Yep, I am. I got. But to everyone who watches this puppet show I do on a weekly basis, thank you. Remember, you don't need to have a vision. It's not what happens to you; it's what you do about it. Go chase your dream. You might just catch it. You may even be surprised at the results. The only thing that's truly failure is never even trying at all. And with that, I'm going to say good night. God bless. Wah wah. Keep your motherfucking pip hand strong. Use the force. Get paid later than me. Blind out them out. Awesome sauce.